and go over the warm-up. So today we are going to start Unit 4, Understanding Characteristics of Quadratic Functions. Okay, so for the warm-up it says, a TikTok creator tosses their phone in the air to record a slow motion spin video. The table below shows the height of the phone in feet over time and seconds. So right there you have your charts, which I've written right here for you on the board. So we're going to go over the questions. Number one, Angel, you want number one? It says, from what height was the phone released? And then the hint is, look at the height when the time is 0. 5? Yeah, okay. So you see the time is 0, height is 5. Good, you can go write it.
I need a pencil.
You write it? Yeah, you can put it next to number 1, or you can write 1 and then 5 somewhere. Yeah, that works. Okay, good job. Okay, so number 2, it says, during what time interval is the phone rising? So you want to look at the hint. The hint says, when does the height increase? So you want to come back and look at your table, look at the height, and then look at when it starts increasing. Somebody? Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? Somebody? Yeah, go. You just write number 2 and then a dash. Yeah. Okay. Number 3 says, what is the maximum height of the phone? So when does the phone reach the maximum height? So the biggest number on the Y. Harrison? 16? Yeah, good job. All right. You can write number, what is that, 3? Write 16? No, you took the real way. Yeah, good job. Okay, and then the last one, at what time does the phone start falling? So we know the height is 16, so it starts falling at 14. So your answer would be, yes, more. So if it's at the height at 16 and then 14 it starts going down, what time is above 14? Yeah, come on. Good job. No. You just write numbers. Okay, good job. Okay guys, so we're gonna turn back to the front to your vocab chart. Everybody go to your vocab chart.
She's filming.
You need pencil? You need pencil?
Okay, so on your paper at the bottom it says say learning goals. Everybody see? At the very bottom. Okay. So it says identify and interpret key features of quadratic functions. So you're gonna write in your blanks. The key features are vertex, y-intercept, and x-intercept. Okay, so for your first blank, you have vertex, x-intercept, and y-intercept. And then we're at the bottom, the first page. line to the bottom for number 1, key learning goals. You're gonna write identify and interpret key features of, and then vertex, y-intercept, and x-intercept. And the 3 blanks at the bottom of page 1.
What number?
1. See under key learning goals? And then for number 2, it says explain the meaning of these features in real life context. And then those are going to be first blank, maximum height, starting point, and landing. And then you can cross out the third one.
There's only one space.
I know, just write the rest of it in. You can just extend the line. Guys, for number 2, just extend the line out and then write them all in. So number 1, you should have x-intercept, y-intercept, and vertex. And so for number 2, you should have maximum height, starting point, and landing.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We go right there. This way. Okay, guys, going to the next one. Right down here, no, maybe almost. Okay, guys, so now you're gonna turn the page. You're gonna go to your vocab chart. It's on the next page. So the vocab we're about to go over is going to be vertex, y-intercept, x-intercept, interval of increase and decrease, and parabola. Okay, so the first block on your chart says vertex. So it's the maximum or minimum point. It's going to be this. So vertex is your maximum, minimum. So on your chart, where it says definition for vertex, you're gonna write maximum, minimum. Or on the back, on the chart. On the chart, you go from the other page. The chart. 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 Yeah, chart. Chart. So for vertex, you should write maximum, minimum. And this is the highest of the lowest point. On the side. This side.
No. It says
On the back. Oh, yours is on the back. I don't know why I said like that.
Yeah?
one, x-intercept, is where the function hits 0. So this is gonna be x-intercept, it's hitting 0, crossing 0, or this middle point. So x-intercept where the graph crosses x. Graph crosses x.
Was it like this? Oh, yeah.
It's like on your chart.
So is the other one was like the y.
Maximum, minimum for vertex, and then for your y-intercept, it's going to be your starting value. So where your graph either starts going up or down. In this case, it's going up. So this is going to be the y-intercept. So on your chart, you should write y-intercept starting value in the third box. See maximum, minimum. Right. Maximum, minimum. Yeah. Right here. Maximum, minimum. How'd you feel it in the chart?
Give me this figure out. I know.
Also, guys, if you want to, on that graph on the back, if you want to draw the graph or label it, just to have it, you can. I would. Okay, the next one is your intervals. So that's going to be rise and fall. So for interval of increase, you can put rise, and then interval of decrease, you can put fall. So for interval of increase, you should have rise, and then interval of decrease, you should have fall. Okay, and at the very bottom where it says maximum, minimum, you're gonna cross that out. And you're gonna write in parabola. Keyword. So you're crossing out maximum and minimum. You're writing in parabola. And then it's the U-shaped curve. So it's this blue line. So right here on our graph, you have the vertex as the highest point, y-intercept where your line hits y, x-intercept where your line hits x. Yeah, and then your parabola, which is the whole thing. motion is 0. So X intercept, so we graph crosses X. So graph crosses X. Right graph. Is it G? Oh,
Or
that doesn't look right.
parabola, whatever
That's what I'm saying.
Which
I'm
one?
confused too.
Right or parabola. 18.
Parabola. You said where do you write it? You cross out maximum, minimum. And then write it right there. Oh, it's great. Right up there.
I wrote it and I released it.
Why?
I was confused. I thought all it was too.
Oh, you're just gonna cross it out. Right? So cross it out. Right, parabola.
Stage.
Good job. Finish. It's right here.
Good stuff.
Good job. You can bring it here.
Is it like this?
Let's see.
Like this?
Yeah.
And this? It's like
This one, so, right, so integral increases the rise, and then erase this, and put it right here. So cross out.
So I just put
the
ball
maximum.
here.
Yeah, put ball right here, and then put, what you have right here, right here. That's really good job. Okay. Okay, going to the next one. Okay, so we are on the we do activity underneath your chart. So just like the warm up, you're gonna use these points to answer the questions. Your table. Okay, you don't have to graph it, we're not graphing. You are just using the table to answer the questions. So for number 1, it says, from what height was the ball released? So you're gonna go to the first height you see it being released. Like that. Okay guys, so you're using the points in the table to answer the questions. So it says, from what height was the ball released? Angel?
Huh?
What height was the ball released?
What height?
Yeah.
Eight.
8?
Yeah.
Correct. You're ready. Good, okay. It says, during what time was the ball rising? So in between what times, so which seconds is the ball rising? So, between these points. So if it's rising between, what is that? Time, seconds. Okay. If you see it rising between 0 and 24, what are time intervals between 0 and 24?
Which one is that one?
Hmm?
Which is that one?
Number 2.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can use these special ones. Guys, these questions are right here. On the front. Right. Good? No? Good? Okay. Right.
I didn't even do that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is right here, you see? Okay, so between which time intervals is it rising? So I circled it. Edgar? Just circle. No, tell me. So the feet is between 0 and 24. What's the seconds between 0 and 24? Yeah?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Look, some of the words circled.
0,
And
1.5.
exactly, go write it for me. Thank you.
Boy.
Yeah. Can you do this? Okay.
I thought you was. Like, just like that?
Yeah.
No sign.
Okay, it says, what is the maximum height in the ball? So the maximum feet that this has reached. So the biggest number on feet. Harrison, what is the maximum height of the ball? So the height. What is it? The maximum height. Exactly. Come write it. Great job.
Where the real one go?
The real, that was in the other class. Wait, I don't know. I think I lost it. Oh, here it goes. Here. I think I lost it. It's crazy. What do you write? 24. Yes, great job. Okay. And it says, at what time does the ball start falling? Okay. Rennie, what time does the ball start falling? So look at the maximum height, and then look at the one after that. So what's the time on 22? Yeah, well no, it's 22 feet, so what's the time above it? You see the 22? What's above it? Yeah, right.
What page is that?
This is on the front, right there, right there.
Because on the bottom it says 0, 12, 32, and...
I know, you're just using this to write it in though, you're not using it.
Wait, 2?
Yeah,
Oh.
right here. Okay guys, so you should have, for number 1 you should have 8. For number 2 you should have what interval is the ball rising between 0 and 1.5. The maximum height of the ball is 24, and then it starts falling at 2. Yeah. And you are,
I'm not trying to sit in over the ground. Third period, man.
you're answering the questions on the front. Right here. Everybody have that? Yes? Can I go to the next one? Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go to the bottom where it says student freestyle. It's on the back with your chart. So how we just talked about, what did we talk about? Basketballs and soccer balls and TikTok. You are now going to make up your own scenario, so your own story. You could be throwing a paper plane, throwing something, doing a slingshot, hitting a baseball. You're gonna come up with your own scenario and then use your points and tell me the vertex, the intercept, and then that's it. You don't have to do the graph. So right now you're coming up with your own scenario. Any story. It could be a basketball, a diving board. You can use Google in your Chromebook to figure it out.
Wait, what do we do?
You're writing your own scenario. So how we just did the scenario about basketball and soccer ball. You're writing your own story about creating a curve. So you could do
So I just put intersect.
throwing an airplane.
Are you going to grab here? Your own example. Pick one.
So make up your own story.
No, what do you
Make up
want
your own
to
story. You could do throwing a basketball, kicking a soccer ball,
I think.
throwing something in a trash can. Guys, make sure you fill in your scenarios because I'm going to collect it.
It's okay. That's all right.
Decide.
Continue. No worries.
Okay, what do we do? Wait,
Create a story.
So you're creating your own story. The guy just left his home.
Quadratic.
And he fell off a cliff.
For rock.
Something like that. Is that correct?
Are you doing your story?
Yeah, like
You make up
what
your story?
thing.
Randy, you have a story? Any story? You throwing a basketball, kicking a ball. What do you like to do? Skateboard? You do that. I was just talking about that earlier. Picking up something off the floor. Going on a roller coaster.
What?
Any story.
Just be like, hey,
Going down the hill, driving down the hill, getting a tennis ball.
can you tell me what my story?
Like this one? You wanna catch?
Yeah.
Does that show the curve?
You said what?
Does that show the curve line question? Yeah, that's a good one. I'll start. Subscribe to me.
Harrison, what's your story?
Brandon, we see it.
What's your story?
Show the leadership line. Oh,
They're
yeah,
not-
that's the story. Miss Wen,
Soccer. No,
uh,
soccer.
a
Do- okay.
pickleball to
Do
Brandon.
a roller coaster.
Or
You can do a roller coaster. A roller coaster is going down.
Really?
One of those.
Explain in your story.
Tell me
You
about it.
like, you kick the soccer ball and stuff in the
Oh my
air.
gosh.
Things that,
Right here, down here.
I'm not repeating.
You see it?
I'm gonna write exactly the
You
same
want
thing.
to
So,
Switches?
nah.
so you catch, alright? You
What
will
is
see
separate?
a line,
Switches?
right?
What you do with a soccer ball?
Throw it.
Are you-
Yeah.
And
You
then
throw a
it
soccer
goes
ball?
to
No,
where?
What's the point?
kicking it, yeah.
You can do that. Miss Wayne just threw a paper.
You go,
Now throw it back.
and this is what you gotta kick it in the air.
Exactly.
So you're gonna kick it up in the air.
You get it?
And
Oh, wait,
it
throw it
stops
up. Okay,
at a
that's
certain
fine.
point, right? That's the max.
So where I started
And it
to,
comes
on the
down.
paper ball,
And it comes down,
Brittany,
right?
what's your
and then it
scenario?
drops
Right?
on,
So those
on
say,
where? On the floor, the ground, right?
You can be,
Read that
you play
story.
paintball?
that's fine.
Do that
You
one.
did that fine. You can
And
try it.
Zachariah, you should have great
Using
story
Pokemon
that you
cards.
can write.
Wait, in football?
Seems that you are in
Use
football
your
team.
Pokemon cards. Why don't you write that?
Zachariah,
What?
I threw Mr. Cummings a pack of Pokemon cards.
American football
Any
or
kind of
regular
football.
football? What you asking about?
Threw a pack of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push Ashi went down the hill with his switch and he shot all of us.
Yeah, if you can just like write that in where it doesn't say that, that's great.
What you, hey, you put something down?
Maybe write, you
Yeah.
can write Kusarsi running down the hill. You can literally write that.
Can
I'll
you
let you
put
write
my
that
joint?
down.
Wait, can you say joint?
you got it, you're smart.
No,
I'll let you write that.
soccer?
Yes, they have some interest in you.
Oh,
No, but like I don't want to.
Brandon,
because I
start
have
writing.
soccer. So,
I should
I don't
see
know
you
what
pick
time.
up your pen
Good
job.
and start
That's
writing.
good.
My son is going to a bunny and
Yes.
Good job. Brandon, it can be any story.
Does the paper ball falling, fell on the ground?
no.
No.
Tell him right now.
Hmm.
Yay.
on the ground, right? That's 0, right? Then went up in the air, I came back down, hit what? 0, right? But the goal is,
I'm
I
not
ain't
doing
go
it
away,
too here.
right?
I read your story.
So went up, the highest point you could say,
It says Miss Wayne went up
7 feet in the air
and she
and
fell
dropped down to
and
0.
and
I'm rolling
6
like
feet.
snowball.
6 feet in the air, but didn't get hurt.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness.
Right.
She didn't get hurt.
Okay, does everybody have this story written? Yes? Okay. Next, we're gonna do a weight round as your exit ticket. So you take your Chromebooks out and go to the weight round.
What is that?
That's on your computer. Oh, I didn't do the thing. And then I'll take your packets also.
If you're not finished, don't rush through.
Yeah, if you're not finished, don't rush. Just finish. And then give it to me. Whenever you finish.
You should let me get that.
Share.
There it is.
Oh, right here. Just do it up there. Yeah.
Now, I don't think way from
It's none? What? Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay, the fear figures, we're going to weight round. Ouch. Weight round. Is this yours? Can I take it? No, it's mine.
I'm scared to go to weight round. They take me down.
What?
Why?
Like, I need to use the restroom.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna write the weight round code on the board, and then 41, 75, 94, 34. Okay, guys, this is your weight round code, and you need to use this slide for it.
No, pero después me lo voy a esperar. No sé cuándo.
Right here.
No.
No.
Yeah,
It's not
I'll
working.
do it.
Oh, it's right.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, the code's on the board in black. Over here. Right here. The code.
My bad.
41, 75, 94, 34.
That's a good time.
Huh? Never mind, go ahead.
Not me.
I know.
Guys, you can use the chart on the board to do the weight round.